Thanks to the Tomb Raider level editor, there are few places on this Earth Laura hasn't set foot. Whether crossing over into another IP, trekking old ruins with new WADs, or transcending space and time itself, Laura's adventures have no boundary. They do, however, have a home. Reggie's Fragments of Destiny is a new series of levels currently in development. The prologue begins in, you guessed it, Laura's home. Like Core's games, this level prepares players for the adventure to come. Unlike, say, Tomb Raider 3, however, players are not able to leave without first fulfilling a set of criteria, opening the front gate in the least practical way possible. And would we really want it any other way? The grounds here will be familiar to any longtime fan. There is a library, a swimming pool, kitchen, freezer, maze, and obstacle course. Fragments of Destiny's Croft Manor looks great, its lighting, particle effects, and Easter eggs making the chateau very much Reggie's own. There is a history to this place, and with all the cool toys and tools strewn about, one gets a real sense for Laura's character without having her utter a single word. While some areas are densely packed and full of detail, others look a bit sparse, though this could be due to the newer texturing, too. There is both familiar and foreign here, and series vets should be satisfied with Reggie's smart and creative floor plan. You get to see just about every inch of the manor, leaving little to the imagination. At the obstacle course, you'll become acquainted with Laura's new moves, some of which are essential for passing the level, while others are just a tease of things to come. Progress often comes from good old switch pulling and key turning, but you'll also partake in a few unique puzzle bits like digging for treasure and the aforementioned next-gen platforming. As mentioned, the manor looks great. Texture quality is so high, as a matter of fact, that I became seriously stumped at one point due to the lack of a texture's obvious transparency. The route forward is rarely cryptic, though it can be hard to spot. There are a few glitches which can stymie progress, at least temporarily. I had the game crash several times, though mostly at the menu screen. You can also pick up an infinite number of shovel heads, which, while not detrimental, may cause some confusion. There is one water puzzle which had me scratching my head as to why I was unable to swim down a corridor I had previously visited. I think this was probably a purposeful design choice, though a sealed door would have helped alleviate confusion. Laura's motorcycle, parked right outside the front door, can be ridden before the conclusion, though if you try to drive it inside, it seems Laura would rather die than dirty her floor with tire treads. Finally, a flyby movie prompted in the garden played my first attempt, but never again. It's not a huge deal, as long as you're paying attention to which door it opens, but an annoyance nonetheless. Though you'll pick up a hefty stash of ammo and weaponry throughout the level, there isn't a whole lot of shooting. My guess is that, being a prologue, this cache will transfer to the main game at some point. Driving off into the sunset, Fragments of Destiny's opening chapter comes to a close. It's a great take on the Croft Manor formula, even with a few trigger hiccups. Here's hoping we get to put the rest of these fragments together soon.